Okay, I'm at Battery Thomas Wansboro in Fort Flagler State Park, Washington State. This is a really neat place. It has 9 of these batteries. The batteries are not all identical. They're similar, but some are better preserved. Like, see, this one is got partly gated off, and it actually does have, you know, shells in there, so you can see what it looks like. And this is also the only one that still has the guns installed. The guns are still installed up there. So I'll be checking those out in a second. Just wanted you to see that. So I'll go up here first. Notice this one's open, so you can see there's absolutely nothing in there. Boring. And here's one of the guns. So out of all these gun batteries, now all 9 gun batteries here, only 2 of them actually, only 2 guns are installed, both right here at this battery. It's probably here, so it's at main post where the rangers can keep an eye on it, protect it from vandalism. That'd be my first guess. But I know some of the bigger guns, they were sold to Europe too, so part of it's not just to protect it, but put it to good use. Killing people. Anyway. Yeah, check it out. Some of these batteries, there's no door here and the shelves are gone, so you go in there and look around, but it's just an empty room. Here you can see they got the shelves installed still. You got 150 millimeter powder canisters. Obviously they're empty now. They wouldn't just leave a bunch of powder laying around. See, it's like this room here. I guess this would be where they store the shells. It doesn't say, there's no label in the room. But as you can see, it's empty. Everything's gone, so they can let us in here. Check it out. Listen to it. Echo, 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 echo. So here's another powder room. So they have the shelves and empty canisters installed, so you can see it. Wonder how much those weigh. That's the thing. If they had it open, they'd let us go in there. We could probably try to steal those. It depends how many people want to keep a souvenir. Not that there's anything particularly interesting to do with that souvenir. Whatever. Here's the other gun. It's neat they let us come up here and check it out though. Reading about history in a book is one thing, but seeing it in person is completely different. Of course, you probably learn more from the book, but nobody cares. If I want to learn, I would have stayed home and read a book. Anyway. But yeah, just see the size perspective and all that good stuff. See what it's kind of like. Obviously, it'd be different with a bunch of soldiers manning the place. It would be cool if they had some kind of reenactments here. Have some people dress up as soldiers and actually fire these guns. You know, just empty powder, no projectile or something. Or better get load a projectile and do a target shoot. That would be freaking cool. But of course you'd have to evacuate like half the lake probably to do it. Okay, so there's one of the guns. Notice there's lots of parking here. So I could imagine in the summer this place being a lot more crowded, but I've never been a big fan of crowds. I was reading an article yesterday about how crowded Walt Disney World is during the holidays. It's like, well, then don't go during the holidays. Trust me, if you're smart, you can avoid the crowds. It can be done. But anyway, who's that person who's famous for saying nobody goes to Disneyland anymore because it's too crowded? Anyway, yeah. Actually, it's a pretty insightful comment about how different people have different tolerances for crowds. It's like a certain maximum number of people per square foot or something. Okay, so that's pretty much the whole battery. But before I stop this video, let me go south of the battery here. I'm pretty much at the south end of the fort. I don't think there are any more buildings south of here. But there is one hole here. It's kind of fenced off, but you could check it out. And this was an observation station. I think it's to help aim the guns, or however you say that. I'll read the label again when I get there. One of the reasons I'm shooting this video is I can pause the video later on, read the sign when I have more time. Now I don't have to stand here and read it now. I really didn't spend $40 in gas to get here to stand around and read a sign. What's funny, I actually have the annual pass to the state parks. Rangefinder, coincidence rangefinder, built 1918. So it's actually free for me to get in because I have the annual pass. But whatever. Still gotta pay for lots and lots of gas. The motels aren't very cheap around here either. Whoops. Okay, well, I guess we'll call that the end of my video.